Okay, set for the coronavirus stakes. There's still some horses to come up. We've had social distance being loaded. Thank God there's still racing goes in. Stock up on toilet paper. He's quite keen to get into the barriers. Wash your hands, Jeffrey goes forward. So too does Golf is an exercise. Still 5 or 6 behind the barriers ready to be loaded. That's Quick Get on a centre link. Stop Blaming ScoMo goes forward. Non-essential travel has drawn very wide. I'm board Shitless going in. And Food Hoarders will be the last one. We're set to go in the coronavirus stakes. Ready. And they're off and racing, and social distance. He leapt out about 1.5 metres in front of the rest of them. He goes straight to the front, social distance. Mustering some speed on the inside is Thank God they're still racing. Up there as well in the early part. Stock up on toilet paper and racing very keen in the early stages is Wash Your Hands Jeffrey. A couple of lengths away then to Golf is an exercise from Quick Get on a centre link who settles midfield. Stop Blaming ScoMo caught 3 wide on the outside of Non-Essential Travel. I'm board Shitless back to second last, and Food Hoarders brought up the rear. They race off the back of the course, about 1,000 out from home, and social distance keeping it honest leads by about 2 lengths in front from Thank God They're Still Racing, who sits alone in second with no crowd to cheer her on today. Then came Stock Up on Toilet Paper, who's racing like a maniac, firing up in the middle of the field. Then came Wash Your Hands Jeffrey. The rider's hands just seem to be slipping off the rein there. He might have used too much sanitizer for his own good. A length and a half away to Golf is an exercise, who now tees off from the middle of the field, and he's off and gone around them. Further back to Quick Get on a centre link, trying to conserve energy on the inside of them, just being put on hold by the jockey. Further back in the field, Stop Blaming ScoMo, who's covered up by all the horses around it. He's under pressure from them. Further back to Non-Essential Travel, who's moving quickly on the outside like a middle-aged woman who's trying to get to the beautician before they shut at midnight on Tuesday. I'm board Shitless still second last, racing in isolation by herself, and Food Hoarders, he's out the back. He must have spent a pretty penny on plastic bags this week. They race up towards the 450 as they corner for home, and social distance still in front, but he's slowing down. Here comes Stock Up on Toilet Paper and Wash Your Hands Jeffrey down the middle of the track. Non-Essential Travel flying home, and I'm board Shitless is putting in a big run. Stock Up on Toilet Paper and Wash Your Hands Jeffrey at the 200, neck and neck like two seagulls fighting over the same chip. But here comes Non-Essential Travel to spoil the party. I'm board Shitless, he's sprouting wings. I'm board Shitless, 100 out, gobbled up Stock Up on Toilet Paper, and I'm board Shitless goes on to win the coronavirus stakes. Beat Stock Up on Toilet Paper, Wash Your Hands Jeffrey third, then Non-Essential Travel from Food Hoarders. Stop Blaming ScoMo. Quick Get on a centre link was next from Golf as an exercise. Thank God they're still racing. And social distance, well, when everyone else started to run on, he thought he better pull out and stay well away from them. He's wound up a long last.